What's up, y'all? It's your girl, Moo Legend, Time to Shine Radio. We out here on another glorious day in Atlanta, Georgia, and I'm here with my first guest, Mr. James Worthy. How are you today?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm good, man.
Awesome.
You are blessed as well.
Absolutely.
And highly favored. Yes, I love to hear that. So, you know what I like to do for my guests, y'all, is allow them to introduce themselves because they know better than I do. Mr. Grammy Award winner 3 times. And yes, sir. Just introduce yourself.
Well, this is James Worthy, producer, songwriter, recording artist, entrepreneur. Been in this game for quite some time. Won a couple awards, sold a couple million records, you know.
just a little bit. He said
just
it all modest.
Just a little bit.
So, James, I like to always go back, you know, to the roots to see how you got to this position and walk us up to this point. So, I know that you were originally from New York, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yes.
Moved to Atlanta when you was a teenager.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Parents was in the entertainment industry and travel.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And you went to AIU.
I did.
Okay.
I did.
Wow.
You know, it's funny. A lot of people don't know that besides AIU, I went to Full Sail.
Okay.
And I also, what's that other institute? It's right downtown. I always forget the name of it. It's small.
SCAD?
Not SCAD.
Something like SCAD?
It's something like SCAD.
Okay.
But I got a certification over there too.
Okay.
So, you know, I did the school thing.
Right.
Yeah.
You did the school thing.
Yeah.
All right. Got all your information on your now. Now, you went to Florida for Full Sail?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I was only there for probably about a year.
Okay.
And then I came back to Atlanta and went to AI.
And to AI. Mm-hmm. Okay. So you got all the credentials and background.
Yeah. We did some things.
Yeah, for sure. You know, and thank goodness you did, right? So how did music become a passion for James Worthy?
Oh man, I just always been around it. As a young kid, growing up in New York, I was just so fortunate enough to be around a lot of greats and a lot of influential people. You know, not only in just music but just the arts.
Okay.
So it was just always in the vicinity, always in the house. You know, different styles of music, different genres, and etc. So I got hit with it early, and it never left.
Wow. And it never left. So when you came to Atlanta, what was your experience like getting into like the studio? And you know, because most people when they come and they have a dream, like an artist, a photographer, whoever, whatever you do, right? Mm-hmm. It's always that struggle, like trying to survive and live your dream. So how did that work for you?
You know, me being just a creative person, especially at a young age, I always had the mindset of it was this and nothing else. Okay. You know what I mean? Like I didn't want to have a boss. I didn't want to do a 9 to 5. Like, you know, I'm like, look, we got to make this shake. Mm-hmm. And whatever I got to do to make that happen, I'm going to do that. But, you know, in the process of that, making sure that I'm learning and I'm doing the right steps to get to where I need to go through trial and error. Right. And, you know, having mentors along the way to show me, you know, the game. And those are the things that I was fortunate enough to have. Okay.
Now, those mentors are important.
Yeah.
You know, along with the education and that. So, because your discography is crazy. Like I saw it started from 2012, back with Young Bird. Is that right?
Yeah. Actually, Wikipedia, I need to update that because this is stuff I did way before that. Okay. It's crazy, yeah.
But I mean, it's like a laundry list of artists. Like, how did you get your gig with your first artist? Do you remember?
Ooh,
I know, right?
Man, you know, it's so interesting because when I first got in the game professionally and started really getting into that realm, everything was happening all at once. Okay. So it would be one artist, then another one, then another one, then another one, then this placement, that placement. So it's kind of hard for me to say what was the first artist or placement because they were all like kind of like in the same bunch at one point. So it's like Berg was in one, and then Houdini was in one, and then Justin Bieber was in one, and it was just crazy.
A lot going on.
Yeah.
Okay. So talk more so about like how you get the placement, because that be people struggle, you know, because it's, well, I mean, cause you gotta have relationships out here, people.
Absolutely.
You know, that is important. So how would you say to the best way to get placements out here?
To be honest with you, like, you know, a long time ago, I stopped doing the whole chasing placement game.
Okay.
Because, you know, there's so many people trying to chase for the same placement. And, you know, it's just an influx of people trying to submit stuff in, and hopefully they get picked. And
Right.
a lot of times it's damn near impossible, because, you know, you got to realize, you know, these artists that are signed to these major labels, they already have in-house people,
Right.
that the label gives them, or they already have their production team or writing team or whatever. So unless you're directly in the circle, or you have some type of relationship to get to them personally, it's going to be real tough to break through that.
Right.
So my thing would be, find an artist that you feel matches well with you, and you guys have chemistry, and build on that and make sure that pops
Okay.
for those same other people to come to you for what you created.
Wow.
Because it's nothing like you creating your own lane and your own thing for people to want that.
Right. True. I like that. It's very well said. So basically go out and find somebody, and you be creative instead of chasing the placement.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And that's what worked for you. Okay. And that's real, because back in the day you used to have the Who's Looking list. Remember those?
Yeah, I used to get those all the time.
Right.
All the time. Yep. Who's looking for beats? Who's looking for song? Who's looking for hooks, verses, whatever the label needs. Yep. I remember.
Man, but now people kind of like did away with those, right?
I mean, it's still kind of there, but not really. Like, you know, a lot of things right now is just more in-house.
Right.
So, you know, how it used to be back in the day, like it's kind of changed.
Right. No.
Yeah.
As time progresses, things do change. You know, and then so doing the producing and everything like that. Which songs did you get the Grammys for?
So there's a record that I had did with a guy in the UK. His name is Trevor Wesley. Okay. Worked on a record with him that did very well at the Grammys, and for Justin Bieber's album Purpose.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, how did you feel when you got a Grammy?
Amazing.
To say the least.
To say
right?
the least.
Right.
To say the least. You know, to be honest with you, like, it was kind of like, you know, in my mind, a aha moment. Like, you know, I done put in some work now.
Right.
Like, you know, I felt like I deserved it, but I was also very appreciative and very humbled to have it, because, you know, that's not an easy thing.
No, it's not.
And you know, just it made me work even harder.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like, once you get it, you know, you can't stop.
Right.
You know, you can't get lazy and complacent. Like, you know, you got to go to the next thing. And that's always been me, is just go. Like, even when I scratched something off the list and, okay, I did that, you know, I never even dwell in it. Like, maybe, and sometimes people tell me, you know, you should celebrate more of your successes and blah, blah, blah. And I'm starting to do that more now, but before I'm like, all right, whatever, you know, we on to the next thing. What's next? What's next?
That's what's up. And then, so at what point did you bring out your artistry?
So, in 2017, I was in a group.
Okay.
Myself and another gentleman, International Nova. And we put out one single called Wine For Me, which debuted at number 10 on Billboard as a debut. So, you know, that right there kind of shocked people, because, you know, I've never been an artist before at that time.
Okay.
And this is the first time I was ever on a record publicly. So for it to go that high, that dramatically, people were like, wow, okay. So the industry was kind of like, okay, well, obviously he has some type of formula here.
Right.
Because we got artists on the label that can't even crack the chart. You know what I mean? Let alone go top 10. So, you know, that right there was the eye opener. So, you know, after a while, we kind of disbanded the group and did our solo thing.
Okay.
And once we did that, I went solo and released, you know, projects and singles, and, you know, I've been touring and, you know, selling records ever since.
Wow. That is freaking amazing. And then you got a new EP. Tell us about that.
New EP, Gippin' Worthy, yeah. Shout out to my brother Big Gip of the Goodie Mob, man. Shout out to the whole Goodie Mob. That's my brothers. Okay. So we just dropped the 5-song EP. Going crazy right now. We debuted at top 10 on iTunes. We debuted top 10 on Shazam, Spotify. We're getting ready to chart Billboard soon. Be going on tour this summer. It's a lot going on. Man, TV shows, movies, all that.
Yeah, because you tapped into the acting world too.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Loving hip hop, growing up Atlanta.
Yeah.
Chrisley knows best, Access Hollywood. So how did you get into the acting world?
I guess for lack of better words, it just kind of fell in my lap in a way. It wasn't something that I was looking for. It was kind of a right place at the right time sort of thing. So really the backstory is my manager, my old manager, Bree Wilson, she wanted me to get more into film in the aspect of film scoring.